people of learning. To be victimized by the prejudice of the ignorant, of the unlearned, has been a very bitter fate for us. When I stood upon the docks at Ellis Island and watched in what a debased and demeaned condition our Russian brethren stepped ashore to the promised land of the New World, I wept. Half dead from starvation, filthy, barely clothed in dirty rags, this is the condition to which theological hatred and bigotry can reduce anyone. Avinu Malkeinu, cause all hatred and oppression to vanish from the earth, and inscribe us for blessing in the book of life. And let the new year be a good one for us all. Miss Frank, where are you headed? Oh, a post office. Letters for my nieces. Oh, sorry. It's okay. The Ambrose Bierce. One Ambrose Bierce is more than enough. I sincerely hope there aren't more. I adore the Devil's Dictionary. Love, a temporary insanity curable by marriage. War, God's way of teaching Americans geography. He's so brilliant. Intellectually, yes, but emotionally a monster. No, I don't mean that. He's a good friend to me in his way. Let's just say he isn't a good friend to women. A devil, like his dictionary, something like that. Oh! The Bible class yesterday was wonderful. Thank you so much for speaking to the children. You have such a way with them. Practice. It amazes me to think of you teaching the children of minors in a secular school all those years. I'd love to read your stories sometime. It feels like another lifetime ago. All true, however. Did I tell you about the time I had to trudge 10 miles through a snowstorm? Sounds like a Velasco play. I got word in Nevada that my mother was dying, but the roads were closed because it had been snowing heavily. So I rode part of the way on the front of a snowplow. It was so cold, I thought I wasn't going to make it to the next town alive. Did you reach her before she died? Yes, I did. Miss Frank, how do you develop such determination? What other choice do we have? Well, take the board of directors of our synagogue. Sure, they invited you here, but you're an outsider. They're never going to give up their power or share it with us. In time, they will. You want to serve on the board? Get yourself elected. Be its first female president. Why not? Women are already presidents of all kinds of boards. Of women's groups. I'm talking about real power. So am I. Here's my prophecy. Within your lifetime, Congregation Emanu-El will elect the first female president of a synagogue in Canada. Join the Chamber of Commerce. That'll help. Trust me. This is my stop. Ask Louise if you don't believe me. I look out across the prosperous faces of this community, home of 2 Jewish mayors, nursery of David Velasco, whose Broadway triumphs have lit up the world. I see a vital community of teachers, shopkeepers, and musicians. And in your healthy faces, I see the future. And it's a bright one, for here, to this bima today, you have seen fit to invite a woman no different than your mother and your sisters. To such a woman, you have given the honor, untasted by any woman for thousands of years of addressing a congregation from the pulpit. And on Yom Kippur, the holiest night of the year, to such an extraordinary event, I take hope, and so should you, for it tells us that real change is possible. Yes, we've evolved from animals who act only from instinct and habit, but we human creatures can choose our future, choose our culture. We have that power, and that's why I know that one day, you too, my sisters, will stand here where I stand now, will open the ark and give blessings unto your people. Your day. My new Victoria friends, when I arrived in your fair city, I was impressed by your shiny new streetcars, your beautiful homes, this lovely, lovely synagogue. But more than that, I was impressed by your enlightened minds, by your liberal hearts. I have been up and down the coast, as far afield as New York, Chicago, and Cincinnati. But I have never been to a place where the town crier announced the news in 2 languages, both in English and in Chinook. In an age in which freedom and civil rights are denied to so many minorities around the world, I had a vision, this land, a vision of fairness, of fair play. I don't know how else to describe it, but I have no doubt that the happiness of humanity depends on it, and that a nation based on fairness is sure to thrive. I was also impressed by your Goldstream Park, where Mr. Landsberg kindly took me to perform Tashley. We cast away the sin of ambition, which makes us strive for goals that bring neither true fulfillment nor lasting contentment. We cast away the sin of deception, that we mislead no one in word or deed, nor pretend to be what we are not.
Was that one for me? The sin of deception, pretending to be what we are not?
No.
No, you're right. I am a German-born Jew. I'm not an Indian.
And I am not a rabbi. Mr. Landsberg, I wanted to ask you something. Your collection is amazing.
Thank you.
But why? Why do you keep buying it?
They need the money.
Is that it?
I don't know. Maybe there's also something about the feel of the wood. It moves me. Some things deserve protection. There was this drawer in my mother's house, a drawer full of wooden spoons. Each one had its own color and history and personality.
Huh.
And each one was uniquely beautiful. When my mother was cooking Shabbat dinner, she'd ask me to go get her a spoon, and I could choose any one I wanted. This was a special treat for me. Crazy, huh?
My father used to tell me about your forests, but I had no idea. Your singers, they make me want to sing. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu. Hear, O Israel, these misty, whispering woods. The Buddhist philosophers, the Indian chiefs, the Hebrew poets were right, and their wisdom is the same. God in his majesty is nature. Nature and nothing else, and nature is our supreme teacher. But do you think that true religion was born from this or that race or nation? Do you think that the eternal favored this or that tribe? No, no, no. All who do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with God, walk lightly on this earth, are equal in God's sight. Theologies are many, but religion is one.
I'm not interested in religion, Miss Frank. What I want to know is, why are you? I mean, I understand why those poor immigrants rely so much on religion. What else do they have in the old country but
What
you?
about the law?
What about it?
Kierkegaard said that purity of heart is to will one thing.
If I had to do one thing in a place like Victoria, I'd die born within the year.
Mr. Schultz, with your legal training, you could be a Solomon, a judge.
Miss Frank, this is Canada. 1895. Nope. There's no such thing as a Jewish judge here.
Maybe it's time.
Why can't you people just understand that law is not enough for me? I have other abilities. No?
I know. For me, religion is really about history and reverence, about who we are and what we value. You know, we live in an age of science, and we're lucky for this. But science can't tell us how to live or what to love. This new year, look to your history for who you are. Look into your hearts for what you love, and your path will be clear. You cherish nature? Protect it, heal it. Go into the forest with your pencils and your paints, and honor it in your art. Capture its color, its special light. You love this community. Then heal the rifts that have torn it apart. We are one people. Throughout centuries of oppression and danger, two mighty principles guided our steps. Two mighty names. Miriam is one, symbolizing the selfless love and dedication of the righteous women who preserved us, who reared each and every child to be true to herself. Moses is the other. The law he gave us at Sinai not only ensured our survival, but ennobled all mankind. Defend it. Be the living, loving judge of your. As a Jew, this is your history. Should it not be your duty? Should it not be your destiny as well?